name as Kumara, which is Shiva's son. Rono or Lono has the same attributes as Ganesha, the elephant-headed god. And then the individual being, which the Hindus call by different names, but Purusha is one of them, is the human who has unfolded to the point of being a perfect companion to God, and that is Kanaroa or Kanaloa in the Hawaiian. So even though they were isolated, we don't know where they came from exactly, but they were isolated for thousands of years, and they come up with the same identical system, including the shamanic parts. I didn't touch on that before, but there's a great strain of shamanism in Hinduism, and that comes through in Tibetan Buddhism, the Native American cultures, the Hawaiian culture, a lot of the different African philosophies and shamanistic cultures. The Hawaiian, the Japanese, the Hairy Ainu in Japan have almost the same look at things, including the bear dance. The bear dance of the Hairy Ainu in Japan is almost identical to the bear dance of the Maidu in California.
It's amazing the similarities all through the world, all through the different traditions, all through the different practices.
Mm-hmm. Of course, Sheldrake would say that it's a morphogenic field, and all you have to do is tune into it.
Yes, yes. Just get your brain tuned into the right frequency, and you can pick it all up.
Right. And that's a Hindu teaching, too. It's all inside. You absolutely do not need to go to any other authority than your own higher self. And that's one reason that Hinduism gets so broad. And one of the criticisms is that in trying to be all things to all people, it ends up being nothing in particular.
That's probably better.
I like it.
Yes. But in trying to get a little bit particular, what are some of the practices that you would see in most Hindus?
Okay. It's a nice thing to go to temple on Friday, but it is not required. The real heart of all of the practice is the home altar, which is usually presided over by the mother of the family, or the oldest female in the household. Food is offered to the deity in whatever form they choose. There's a ceremony called puja. The translation of puja is throwing flower petals. So you show the deity a light, which is supposed to please the deity. Now, we might as well jump right into the idolatry issue. There will be an idol, or a picture, or some kind of a symbolic thing there to focus on. And it is only used for focus. It has nothing to do with worshiping the image itself. The image is a reminder of a certain aspect of deity. Now, the same thing happens with less educated Hindus that it happens with less educated Catholics. Particular images gain a particular power and are actually worshipped. But that is not the intent nor the authorized practice. So anyway, the first thing that happens in the morning is the ladies of the household will make some food and offer it to the image. Usually they'll ring a bell or make a nice display of flowers and show a light. The light can even be a flashlight, but traditionally it's a butter lamp or a camphor light. And that's waved in front of the image to give pleasure to the deity. They're all very sensual things, knowing that the deity itself doesn't need any sensual things. But you offer the deity what you like yourself. So you offer the deity a nice silk scarf or nice smelling flowers, whatever.
Perhaps as a way of connecting with the deity yourself.
Exactly.
To really establish more of a personal connection.
Right. And there's always the knowledge that the deity is inside of you. It's not something outside. So that's the basic religious practice, is doing puja in the morning, every day. A lot of, there's the practice of doing japa, which is repeating a formula. You've got your beads, I've got my beads. Beads are, there's usually 108 around the strand, plus the 1 or 2 or 3 off to the side, which is called the God bead or the Guru bead. And those are used to focus your energy on a particular aspect that you want to work with. So if you are very poor and you want to feel rich, you chant the name of Lakshmi or Vishnu. And once you're feeling rich, you tend to become rich. Being a part of the deity, we have all of the attributes of the deity within ourselves. So in all the scriptures, it talks about the deity's voice being creative. So if you can create with your voice whatever it is that you want on the earth or anywhere else. So that's the next great practice, is japa, chanting over and over some particular formula. And it can devolve into a magic formula and you expect to get something for it. Mm-hmm. What it's really for is to focus your mind and concentrate your energies.
So much like prayer.
Yeah.
It can be used as a way of connecting with deity and with telling deity what it is you wish to manifest on the physical plane. But it can also be misused.
Oh, it can be misused, yes. You know, I knew people in Hawaii who were able to do the death prayer, which really works. You don't have to believe in it. You don't even have to know that somebody is praying you to death. Yes, all of these things can be misused, and it turns into black magic very easily. All different cultures have magic and black magic, whether they want to admit it or not.
So what it really comes down to is that it all works.
It all works,
It
yes.
all works.
And it is all part of the eternal way.
And hopefully we are all working on walking the eternal way.
Yes.
We would like to thank you for joining us for this conversation with Swami TY. Namaste. And we hope that any of you who are interested will come by the temple. I'm sure you've seen the information on the screen. And we hope that you will join us some evening to have a further conversation with Swami TY.